Do you know what doors represent? Doors represent boundaries. And as Christians, we have to learn to set boundaries. We're closing the doors to generational curses. We're closing the doors to poverty and struggle. We're closing the doors to the same family members that hurt you over and over. We're closing the doors to the relationships of the past that keeps affecting you and causing the soul wounds to begin to act up over and over. That sore place, that traumatic place that you keep having issues with. We're going to once and for all close the doors that whenever there is a trigger, whatever has triggered your anger, whatever triggers your anxiety, whatever triggers your depression, whatever triggers you spiritually, because that door is closed. Bro, I don't care if you my mom, I don't care if you my dad, I don't care for blood or family. If you trigger me into a place of losing my salvation, if you trigger me where you are affecting my bread, you're affecting my cheese, you're affecting my money, my job, I'm going to close the door. I love you with the love of God, but the door is now being shut. You no longer has access. And if you want to walk and tell people, but you call yourself Christian, you can say whatever you want to say. I'm just helping someone today to close some doors. You don't have to be an enemy. You don't have to be an unbeliever to close some doors. It doesn't mean you haven't forgiven. It doesn't mean you cannot love. It doesn't mean you cannot support. But the access you once had, you no longer have that privilege, because there's some people who are looking for the weakness and the vulnerable you. But can I tell you something, bro? Can I tell you something, sis? I've closed the door to that era in my life. I'm not the weak girl I was. I'm not the soft girl who I was. I'm not just saved by the Lamb of God, but I'm also saved by the Spirit of the Lion of Judah. So I know how to be soft like the lamb, and I know how to roar like the lion of the tribe of Judah. I can give you the best of both worlds. If you want the nice me, you get the nice me. But if you want the other side, I'll give it to you sanctified. That just rhymed right there. Come on, think about it. What door do you need to close in your life? What doors need to be closed? What keeps bringing you back to feeling like you're the old you? He said, know that you're in God, all old things are passed away. What door needs to be closed? What door keeps making you feel like you want to slip in depression? I'm almost finished. I'm just triggering somebody to close the door. I'm just nudging somebody's spirit to close the door. What door is open that keeps making you think, oh, this reminds me of my mom, but she used to struggle this way. But didn't my mom have this same problem? Isn't all the women in my family struggling with the same thing? No. I've got to close this door. Come on, what door is it that you're realizing is still open? Isn't this the same cycle I've been through, where every time I get money, something happens and I have to spend it? Every time I try to save, something comes up and I have to spend the rainy day fund. I've got to close this door to the repeated cycles that keeps recurring in my life. Every cycle of failure, cycle of struggle, cycles of psychotic things, everything that's a cycle. Every year is the same thing. Every time I get money is the same thing. Every time I let people into my life is the same hurt, the same wicked people, the same devious people. I've got to close the door. I don't care what you think or you perceive me. I am closing the door to every demonic, generational, diabolical, psychotic cycles and doors that is governing my life. I am taking authority over my doors. This is my door. This is my life. This is my destiny. This is my purpose. And enough is enough. Today I am closing that door, and the door I'm opening, it screams healed, delivered, restored, and blessed. Shedele brenza kapatosi anda. Libra kosata librende le bahasaya. I'm opening a new door, a new era, a new decade of my life. And this new door, it screams healed, it screams delivered, it screams restored. This new door is a door of opportunity and favor, longevity, resilience, persistence, favor, the goodness, the mercy of God, the health of God, all things that are good. I'm coming into this new door. Come on, stand on your feet. Your old doors will no longer hinder you. Manda kapalatosia. Your old doors will no longer hinder you. Your old doors will no longer hinder you. You worship in church, but when you get home you're broken. You worship in church, but when you get home you're sad. Your life's sad, bad, and you pretend that it is all well. But today God says new doors of happiness. Welcome to happiness. Your depression, your anxiety, your suicidal thoughts, your thoughts of feeling lonely, abandoned, rejection, overlooked, overwhelmed, it is over, says God. Welcome to your new doors. It's a new you, new me, new era, new doors. He says, I will go and I will send you the Paracletus. In other words, I will send you a comforter. So when no one sees the pressure, the pain, the turmoil, because the things you go through, you can't tell everybody. The things you suffer with in silence, the unspoken things, the unspoken doors. If you should open those doors, the skeletons that would run out of those doors, the things you've done by mistake, the things you've done that you regret, the things you've done because you were ignorant and you had no idea. God says we're closing those doors. The doors of confusion, mental harassment, spiritual oppression. We're closing the doors to spiritual oppression, where the devil has been plaguing and tormenting your mind and telling you you're not good enough, you're getting old, your age is coming off the calendar. Begin to close those doors where you think you're a nobody. Nobody sees you, nobody understands you, nobody accepts you. He says close those doors. The devil is the strong man. That strong man will no longer gatekeep that door of your life. Spiritual oppression, we cast it down. Come on, just begin to pray in tongues. Begin to pray in tongues. Begin to worship him. This is your deliverance right here. Not every deliverance is vomit. He says this is healing and this is deliverance. Every spirit of anxiety, leave now. Every spirit of anxiety, go now, go now, go now, go now. Spirit of anxiety, mental torment, go now, go now, go now. Every spirit of spiritual oppression, leave this woman's mind now. We cast down the vain imaginations. We seal and we command the doors of your mind to be shut to demonic oppression. Leave my mind out, 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 out. Come out. You spiritual oppression, leave this woman now, now, now. Spiritual oppression, leave this woman now. Symbols. Spiritual oppression, go now. Come out. From the root, I command every demonic spirit harassing your mind, come out. Out. Zokabadelepe. Runde kebazutu ribika sataya. Every spiritual oppression, spirit of depression, come out. From the roots you will vomit and go. From the roots you will cough and go. Come out now. Out, 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 out. You foul spirit. Every spirit of struggle from the bloodline, come out. Spirit of struggle from the bloodline, come out. That's it, out. Out from the roots, out you go, come out. Out. Everything that is not of God, leave this woman now. Out, you spirit, out. Out. That's it, come out.